Hi there, really poor performance from Arsenal today, losing 2-0 to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I was at the Anfield leg. You know, I was at the game. I thought we did everything we could to keep them at 0-0 with 10 men. Obviously, coming to the Emirates, we expected a lot in terms of we had a chance against European champions, recent league champions, etc. But from what I saw, we committed a lot forward. And we just got caught on the break by, you could argue, better quality players in what Liverpool have going forward. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. We can't really knock the team. We got to just keep on getting behind them. Top four still up for grabs. So that's pretty much what we got to focus on for the rest of the season. Hard to swallow, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you could see that, maybe the injuries we've had recently, some of the players didn't really look match fit.
From about 15, 20 minutes in, I thought we looked knackered. Lots of players. I mean, you could tell bringing Thomas Partey on as a substitute. He's just finished an African Cup of Nations.
He's literally just flew back. He must be jet lagged
yesterday. So it tells you just how thin the squad is. Also tells you what we need to do in the transfer window as well. We've got a good set of players, a great 11 when they're all fit. But outside of that, definitely need at least 3 midfielders, I think. And definitely a striker, because you saw from the stats today, I think we had all the possession in the final third, 4 shots on goal, but if I told you we had 4 shots on goal, you wouldn't have been able to tell me which shots those were.
So we really struggled to make clear-cut chances.
More clinical finishing.
Yeah,
that's it,
so
really.
Looking ahead now, obviously Burnley's coming up, hopefully we can bounce back there, but what do you think of our chances of getting the top 4?
I mean, you look at Spurs games in hand, etc. And I know talking about games in hand, it's just games in hand. Points on the board is more important. It's there. You can't say that it's not there. Like I said, we just got to get behind the team because they need us as the fans. They don't need negative energy now. At the start of the season, everyone was like, "Oh, Arsenal will do well to finish 6th, 8th, 10th." No one expected us to be where we are. So to be where we are is outstanding, given it's the youngest team in the Premier League, and everyone thought Mikel Arteta was a really inexperienced manager, which he is, but he's done really well with the players that he has. So we just got to continue with the energy behind the team, and I do think the results will follow. There's enough quality there now. We've got Tomiyasu back, Emile Smith-Rowe back. We just need a couple more players to be match fit, and I think we're there.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some business done in the transfer window. Improve our squad depth, as you're saying. We can see we're lacking there, so we can improve the squad depth, get a couple in. As you're saying, midfield, centre midfield, we're really weak there at the moment in terms of squad depth. So hopefully we can improve there. And we've got to be positive now, moving ahead. We can't dwell on this result too much. We've got Burnley on Sunday.
Absolutely, and it's at home. We're really in form at home. I mean, today's an outlier. But you can't, like I say, now's not the time to get on the back of the team and say negative things. They need us as fans. There's, like Mikel Arteta keeps speaking about, there's a real unity behind the team. We need to keep that going because it's important, not only for the team but just for the Arsenal ethos. We can't just be reactionary fans and just get on the team's back when one game doesn't go well, when for a season, for large majority, we've been really consistent bearing the start when we had very little players available as well, like we see now. So my opinion,
happy you still trust Arteta and you still trust the process?
Well, absolutely. I think the one thing you've got to give Arteta credit for, which he never ever mentions in a press conference, is just how much he's done behind the scenes of the club. He's changed the entire culture of the club to a winning attitude, and from academy to first team, there's now a structure in place of if you want to be in the first team, there's a clear pathway for you to be there, and the players that want to be here will be here. If you don't want to play for Arsenal, then fair enough, you don't have to play for Arsenal. Chances are we don't want you if you don't want to play for Arsenal. So in terms of a foundation, really good foundations there. Like I said, start of the season, everyone was like, oh yeah, Arsenal 8th, 10th place finish at best. We're knocking on the door for the 4th place. It says everything really in terms of the progress that's being made. Everyone looked at the signings he made, the 6-7 players he brought in, everyone was like, oh well, who are these people? Why? Because they didn't cost 50, 60, 70 million pound. Tomiyasu is one of the best right backs in the league in my opinion. The centre back pairing, what would you say? Best centre back pairing we've had in 10 years? at Arsenal.
I agree, yeah.
The keeper, Ramsdale.
Amazing signing
Everyone
as
said,
well,
"Oh, who's Ramsdale?" You know, everyone wants Ramsdale in their team. A keeper like that, who's not only a quality goalkeeper, but who's just giving energy to the team every minute that they play on the pitch.
I like your positivity, even in a difficult night like tonight. You know, we've got to try and keep positive. There's still a lot to play for this season in terms of getting the top 4. Unfortunately, no trophy. You know, we're so close to the final.
No, but like I said, no one tipped us for a trophy this season, let alone a European place finish. So, you know, take some positivity out of it. There's still a lot to play for. You know, this team gets top 4. We're 2-3 years ahead of where everyone said we'd be. So, you know, that's the avenue we have to look at it from. For me, there's no other way.
You cheered me up.
For me, there's no other way to look at it. You know, it's easy to just jump on a team's back after one bad game, but to see how far we've come, you know, I mean, a great example to look at is look at Manchester United. You know, they signed Varane, Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. You know, everyone tipped them to be title contenders. You know, they're nowhere near it now. You know, they're arguably, you know, they got a game against West Ham this weekend. We've got a game against Burnley. We pick up 3 points against Burnley. They drop 3 points against West Ham. They're 6 points behind us. Then we've got Spurs to contend with, and we know where Spurs finish. You know, historically, it's just they're a do-nothing club. So
yeah, let's keep positive.
Come the end of it, we're in a good space. That's all I want to say, really.